Hello everybody, it's me, Russ. Welcome to the channel. Headed into the city to do some gig working and stop by a record store. Now I'm at Daybreak Records. And yeah, these guys are doing construction over here. Check this out. They got like a chain right there holding the power wires up. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It'll be fine. What did I get while I was here? $3. Stray Cats, Rant and Rave. This is a great record from back in the day. Look at that Cadillac. I was just talking about that in a video recently. That song. What else did I get? Here's one I didn't have in my Pink Floyd collection. There was a re-release for Record Store Day, but I didn't want to pay that much. No. This one's in pretty good shape. It's $10. And, yeah, you know, it's not in great shape, but it's in good enough shape for me. It's got the original Harvest label on it. How cool is that? Pink Floyd's Muddle. And another $5 record is the Yardbirds. Mr. Jeff Beck right there. Jeff Beck, lead guitar, violin, electric saw. And then it says, born June 12th, 1944. He is 2 years younger than my mom, Jeff Beck. Brown hair, blue eyes, sometimes black, is the most desirous of owning a big American car and is an expert at looking innocent when stopped by the police. He is also noted for his ability to stimulate on his guitar the sound of a chicken chasing a steamroller or something like that. Okay, so off to my next task. Put these in this bag. Good enough. And it'll be fine. So a wall of their cool, you know, records, their rare records, was right behind Gary inside there. Long-haired, tall guy. His name's Gary, if you stop by. Anyway, he had a copy of the original Tad album, 8-Way Santa, which is really hard to find because the band got sued over it. so that's kind of cool though, right? $85 for that copy. Just so you know, I wasn't gonna pay that much, but I'm tempted. If I was making more money, business has slowed, so, you know. So that was the previous week, and then I went back to Daybreak Records. Business had picked up a little bit, so I got some more albums, and not that I didn't spend a lot, right? Well, I got, we'll call this On the Forest, because these are all interestingly great little finds. This one's in pretty good shape. Rolling Stones, 12x5. This was released in 1964. This is the second American.
Page.com. A number is multiple of 964 if it contains
Alexa, stop!
964, a particular
Alexa!
4,000
Alexa!
is a multiple of
It's just gonna keep.
because it contains
It's just gonna keep
Alexa,
going.
stop.
All I said was 12x5, and Alexa's going crazy. I didn't even. What? Technology. It's a weird time to be alive, isn't it? Anyway, the Rolling Stones. I'm not gonna say the name because computers that listen in the house, this is a trigger for them. So, just discovered that. Anyway, second American studio album by the Rolling Stones on the London label there, from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I know you will. Maybe. I don't know if you care enough. This is a really good copy in good condition for $5. Sweet! And so, yeah, 1964. And then you fast forward to 1974, and there was this band who had a new lyricist and drummer join, and that was the band Rush. This album, Caress of Steel. Look at that. Was released in 1975. This one was 10 bucks. I paid 10 bucks for this record. It's in pretty dang good condition. It's a gatefold with the lyrics and the dudes on it. It smells a little bit like Basement. Oh, the price. There's the price. 10 bucks. And the reason this is a important album is, again, Neil Peart joined the band, and it's when it's called their debut of kind of a metal, proggy, bluesy stuff, right? Caress of Steel, appropriately named. But if you're a Rush fan, this is a cool album to have. What does the wax look like? You know, it's not, I mean, it's a well-loved record, I'll say that. But it's not super bad either. I don't see any big scratches, maybe a scuff or two. But, I mean, 10 bucks. Not in too bad a condition for 10 bucks. Are you kidding me? 10 bucks. So, yeah, that was a good find. And then, fast forward another 84. And we've got Queensryche. Warning, this is going on the decades on the 4. 30 years on the 4s. This is the last, what? This is Queensryche, 1984. This is a great record by another Seattle band, Queensryche. The Warning. This was rated on Metal Hammer, which is a metal publication, called this record the 13th most powerful metal album of all time. And I got it for $5. It's got some ring wear, cover's a little beat, but the wax is in actually really good condition. If I could show you, it's a little dusty, but no big scratches, or somebody took care of this record. It's nice. I look forward to giving that a spin. And then I had to stop and get like toilet paper and some other things at Walmart on my way home. We have a Walmart that's like a mile and a half from our house. And so they had this there. And then I discovered from, there was a Black Friday thing going on. if you've heard about, I'm sure you've maybe heard about this, but this was 15 bucks, all right? This is like their greatest hits kind of a thing. It's a comp, but it's on jalapeno green vinyl. Double album, and it was 15 bucks. 15 bucks for this record, and I couldn't pass that up, right? So, also while I was at Daybreak, I sat there, I pulled up, I called my friend Sean, because I asked him if he wanted the Tad record, you know, and he said, well, I'd pay 75 bucks for it. And I'm like, you know, I knew that they wouldn't sell it for that much. And then I thought, I had a little better week, you know? I remember pulling in the parking lot, and I was talking to Sean on the phone when I pulled in the parking lot, and then I'm like, oh man, it's still there. And I kind of felt weird about it, because I didn't really ask my friend Sean, who, you know, hey, 75, I'd go 75. I didn't ask him if he'd go to the, 90, whatever, because the sales tax here in Washington State. I just I want the record. Now I wanted the record. So I was like, I felt like a bit of a weirdo vinyl. What? Head addict? I don't know. Is that what I'm doing?
What do you call it, FOMO or?
FOMO, fear of missing out, yeah. I was going FOMO, wasn't I? I'll never see this record again. I don't know. Sean's cool with it. He was like, I don't know. I'll shut up now. So I bought the record. I bought the record for 85 bucks. And usually these guys, they tend to sell stuff for less than, you know, what it sells for, like on Discogs. This record last sold for $150 on Discogs. So I got it. Actually, I bought it. It was funny. I pulled up and I'm like, oh man, it's still there. Then I noticed it was there the first time, that it was still there. So I just, what do? You have to, at that point, I just had to get the record. What? My wife made a face. She's like,
No, I didn't.
she's like, no, I didn't. I don't know. See that? I'm just reading too much into this. Spending too much money on records. Oh man, I tell you what. But this is a great collector's piece. It's Seattle music history, man. I tell you what. If you haven't heard of Tad opened for this band here, right, on a tour of the States and of Europe. Amazing tour. Just a lot of bad luck, I suppose, that Tad had, you know, starting with that record there, right? That wasn't great thing to have happen. And it's very hard to find. And especially in near mint condition. It's still in the cellophane. Still in the cellophane. Yeah, so 1991, 8-Way Santa. Very cool. Thanks for watching, and some more of the rest of that day, I suppose. If you want to
Off to the next task, people.
spectacular view from Lower Queen Anne today. Got some work to get done here. Nice blue sky. Look at that. In November. Amazing.
The next day.
Finished up my first task as the sun starts to set in the city. I parked just down the street from the International District.